Hello, everybody. Want to welcome you to the Smoking Jacket broadcast, special edition featuring the DMV SUPERHERF 2022. Looking forward to great things from that, but right now we're gonna just break the ice a little bit. Jay Ferg, how you doing, man?
I am doing great, brother. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing outstanding, man. In the absence of our other two co-hosts, Big Rob and Lanessa Puff and Pretty, paying homage to them. We thank them for what they do for the broadcast. But since this is a special broadcast, they're gonna take the night off, and we're gonna handle this one, Jay Ferg. Man,
You got it. Let's go.
what's going on with your weekend, man? How was everything?
The weekend was amazing. Spent the weekend in Orlando, hanging out with Drew Estates for the Barn Smoker weekend, and it was absolutely amazing. Those guys put on a great show. I mean, they took care of us from day one to day two. It was just amazing, and I'm just very excited to have been a part of that weekend, man. Unfortunately, I was supposed to be in Charleston, but I had to go to Orlando because business called first. So, but it's all good. I'll get to Charleston next year.
Man, I hear that, but from what I hear from one sitting to the right of me, it might not have been. I'm gonna let them speak on that one itself. So that thing was epic. So
Yeah,
man, what
it
else?
looked like it.
Yeah. It definitely from the pictures that was posted, everything that was going on definitely looked good.
Yeah,
What else you got
I'm
going?
happy. I'm happy for those guys, man. I was very happy to see that. They had a great turnout. Everybody, they had a great time. So it's always good to see the GTG fam get together and support each other, and make sure that when we step out, we represent well for the whole family. So I was very excited to see that weekend, man.
Right. Yeah, I hear you, man. Anything else? What you smoking on, man?
So what I'm smoking on is out of my swag bag. I have a Liga Privada pork belly. So yeah, yeah.
Okay. I hear you. Drew Estate, right? Or
Yeah,
keep it a
I
little
mean,
Drew Estate.
yeah, I'm gonna keep it to a states tonight. You
That's
know what I
cool.
mean? They looked out, they showed love, so we gonna support them because they showed
Well,
love. So I appreciate it. And
we got a shortage on it.
of course, I got my port wine. Is of course, you know how I do it over here.
Yeah. All right, well, Big Swag.
What's happening?
Well, man, I ain't making no noise. What's going on in your world?
Man, I'm fresh back from Charleston about 1:30 last night,
Mm.
and it was definitely a barn burner. Yeah, King Hollywood, man, has it cooking down there. He has his lounge open, been open about 6 months now, Lux Cigar Lounge, and in Charleston. And we hung out there pretty much every night till the wee hours in the morning because he kicked us out. And he just really knows how to put on a good group of events down here. So it was about almost 15, maybe 16 chapters represented.
And so to be specific, this was the GTG function.
Yeah, this was a GTG
Yeah.
Charleston Hook Day weekend.
Yeah. Looking at the pictures that was posted, man, it looked like it was an epic time.
Yep, Thursday meet and greet, Friday Hook Day. Saturday we actually went to a brewery and hung out outside. They had live entertainment and music. And then Sunday we had an all-white brunch at his lounge. So it was great.
I mean, speaking of GTG, I mean, you got anything else going before? I mean, I guess really, that Charleston was it, huh?
Yeah, Charleston was it. While I was there, I gave a few of the ambassadors, a couple of deputy mayors, I doubled their salary. So they made a little bit more money now.
Is that I hear that.
What about the assistant deputy mayors? What we got going on, man?
Yours is with the HR committee, so we're gonna talk about you guys.
Right.
Okay. Just checking.
Look at here. We got Big Swagg, his official title, Executive Mayor of the Good Time Gang. And man, we saving the best for last, man. We're gonna get to this man right here who is the Deputy Mayor of Good Time Gang. Am I correct to say Good Time Gang International? The mayor. The mayor. Mark the mayor.
Yes.
So now officially it's Good Time Gang International.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, two of the founders right here, Good Time Gang. And Mark, what's going on in your world, man?
Man, I had a great weekend. I went out to Vegas. Vegas is always a good time. Vegas is always a good time. And while I was out there, I was doing some business. But of course, whenever I do business, I take care of GTG business.
Right.
And so I was able to initiate a new chapter out there in Vegas. Miss Sherry Jones is going to be our new deputy mayor out there. And so I'm looking for good things from her. And so we put her off on a great start. So weekend was great. And I will tell you, the Westgate, I know folks don't like to stay off the beaten path, but I'm going to tell you this, the Westgate, they let you smoke throughout the hotel. And they got a big lobby bar, and that bar don't be anything. I got it in while I was out there.
So now, that Westgate Hotel in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And their smoking arrangement is
smoking. They let you smoke throughout the hotel.
Throughout the hotel.
And they got a big lobby bar.
That's good information to know because that's good information.
And reasonable rates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where they located?
They're off the strip. It's just about 10 minutes from the strip, 15 minutes from the strip.
Maybe not even that much.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a great time. Got back yesterday and had some fraternity functions I had to take care of, and try to go home and rest a little bit after that. But yeah, it's a great weekend.
All right. Well, look here, Sweet Angel V. Look, I appreciate you. I hope you come see me. Whenever you come see me, certainly let me know. First drink or a cigar on me. Come on through. We got you. But look here, I'm officially, this isn't what this show is about to talk about. We wanted to break the ice a little bit and get some things off our chest, loosen up a little bit. But we're here to talk about the DMV Super HERF. That's the District, Maryland, Virginia Super HERF right here in the nation's capital. So we're looking for great things from that. And I don't know who's going to answer this, but in terms of the DMV Super HERF, when was it birthed? How did it come about? What was the thought process in putting this together, and why did it happen?
I can start it off. So we have been traveling around the countries, going to various cigar weekends in various cities. And I'll give this brother props, Boss Man. Boss Man said, hey, you can do this up at home.
You talking about Melvin Boss Man.
Melvin Boss Man. I said, hey, you can do this at home. I said, man, get out of here, man. I ain't got time to be doing all that. So as time goes on, man, the people kept bending the ear and talking to Mark. I said, Mark, man, what you think? He said, man, I think we can do it. So then we brought in a couple other people in the area. We got together. I met with them first. Brother of the Square, who is Kirby Wood and Keith, and Doc from 210.
Okay.
So those are the 6 people that make up the DMV Super HERF LLC action.
Okay. So I'm familiar with Doc. I'm familiar with Wood. Keith, who is that?
Keith is he's a member of the Good Times gang.
Okay.
He's part of Brothers of the Square.
Okay.
And also part of Brothers Blend Cigar.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
And just to piggyback
Yeah.
on that, I mean, after Melvin, Boss Man, mentioned it, we just looked around. We were down in Florida.
Yep, in Florida.
At a cigar event,
Right.
and we looked around and we said, wow, like 80% of the folks are from the DMV.
Right.
So I was like, well, why are we getting on planes flying all the way down here to Florida when we can do this at home?
Right.
And so, the synergy just came together and the right folks came together. I'm just happy, blessed to be a part of it.
That's good. We meant, one thing you just said about the DMV, and that is, when you looked around, you saw, just about everybody. If I had to say this, I don't, and I know I probably got a couple of viewers on that are probably, from other states, but I really think that this thing right here that we do, cigars, is probably the biggest in the DMV area. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nothing like it, the support when we go other places. I mean, look, you got it all over the place. You got Houston, you got Chicago, but man, I tell you, the DMV really has, come on the rise when it comes to smoking cigars, whether it be for relaxation or anything. I mean, we're really putting a niche in this thing. So kudos to you guys for, birthing something that I think will probably be epic and big, for the years to come. What Jay Ferg, no, go ahead, man. I want you to do your thing because one thing this man got is experience in promoting these events, doing these events. His marketing is on point. So get a couple questions in for me, Jay Ferg. I don't want to hog this thing, man.
I will have I think my first question would you guys would be like, what was kind of like your biggest challenge you had going into launching Super Herf and DMV?
Do me a favor and repeat that question because you froze up just a little bit.
I would say, what was your biggest challenge in launching this event in the DMV?
Well, that's from my perspective, that's very easy because we look to launch in 2020. We looked to do it our first one in July of 2020, but as you know, COVID was a miss, and COVID was everywhere. So we had done some initial planning and even some initial investment, but it was just too much of a risk at that point given the state of COVID. So we decided, okay, we're gonna push our first one off to July of 2021, and that's what we did. So definitely, COVID was the hardest part getting started. But I can imagine that for all cigar events around the country.
All right. So with that being said, so being that you got the first one out the way, post COVID, what would you say your biggest learning lesson was from year one to year two?
Say that again.
Yeah, Jay Ferg, I think I know you're outside. Your internet is probably getting a little choppy because everything that came through broke up a little bit. But repeat that again.
My question was, what was your biggest learning lesson from year one to year two?
Shoot, man, that list long, man. What you talking? You know how I go. That list long as hell, man. I say probably the biggest one from year one to year two is we got some feedback from the people that attended, and the biggest, we needed one upscale event, and that's one of the things that we're planning for this year. So people just didn't want to be outside of the park. Ladies come out, they come from around the country, they want to put on heels, the fellas want to put on their fedoras, they want to dress up. They want to, cigars has a bit of class to it. So you don't always want to be out in the cornfield smoking cigars. So that's one thing we have planned for this year, and it's going to be spectacular. The venue is spectacular, and the lineup is going to be even more spectacular.
Well, speaking of lineup, go ahead, Jay Ferg.
No, I was going to say, like I was at the event last year, and that was my first time really coming up to DMV and experiencing a cigar event. I know y'all do things a little different in the DMV than we do down here in Miami, right? Just in general, we don't really y'all come outside and y'all set up your lawn chairs, your tents, and the band start playing, and we all just party, right? And for me, that was a great vibe, right? Because that's something that I don't get to experience when we do events down here. We try, we on South Beach, we on some South Beach chic type vibe, right? So I appreciated that energy. I appreciate that energy that you guys had, being outside in the parks and whatnot. That was kind of cool to me with the go-go bands and everything. So is that still going to be a part of, even though you're going more upscale with some events, is that still going to be a big part of what you guys are going to be doing moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give the rundown for this year. And ironically, Chris is part of the rundown. So on the official Super Herf is July 28th through July 31st, which is a Thursday through a Sunday. However, what we decided to do was spotlight one lounge in the DMV Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday leading up to the event. So Monday, we will be at Vitola 121 in Annapolis, Maryland.
All right.
Tuesday, we will be at we'll be at OC Lounge in Woodbridge. And Wednesday, we'll actually be at Petworth. And then Thursday, we're going to the meet and greet, which is at Cigar Palace. That one actually is sponsored by General and Gurkha. Friday is our hook day, which is will be powered by Caldwell. So I'll give a shameless plug right now to my man Jay Ferd for making that introduction and working with the DMV Super HERF crew. And Caldwell is officially on board for Hook Day to be powered by Hook Day. So it'll be all Caldwell on Friday. Saturday is our main event. It'll be a Hills and Brims theme, and that one actually is powered by Drew Estates.
Nice.
And then our Sunday brunch en blanc is we're still locking down the venue. We're very close, but that one actually is being sponsored by Definition, and we're actually speaking with Placencia right now. So, got the cigar vendors. We're almost locked in all the venues. We highlight a few lounges as we lead up to it in the area. So it should be a great week.
Nice. That sounds
One
like
of the things-
a whole vibe.
Yeah. From last year to this year, what's changed? I mean, I know there's some pros and cons that you took from what is going to make this one better than last year.
Well, a lot of the feedback we got was primarily surrounding the main. So although the main event was fantastic last year, thanks to Lit Torch, we partnered with Cigars for Warriors.
Right.
We partnered with Cigars for Warriors, and so that was great. But it was a lot of people felt that it was the same thing they did the day before, but it was a whole lot more vendors, which was fine. So we just wanted to just jazz it up just a little bit.
Okay.
Jazz it up just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, because I think people definitely are getting to the point where when you go from one spot to the next, what's going to be different about this one, and what's going to make you stand out apart from what everybody else is doing. And I believe that, if you don't know, we got two innovators here. Definitely respect their vision and the things that they do, not just for the cigar world, but just even in their personal life, business life, because both of them are business-minded men. So they're not just haphazardly putting stuff together just for the sake of putting it together. Because I think as the years come, it's going to progress to something bigger than we even envision, and so I look forward to that. I heard you mention a couple people. Who are your sponsors again?
And they're still growing. The list is still growing. So General Cigars, Gurkha, Caldwell, Drew Estates, Definition.
Now
that is confirmed so far, but we're still working on a few others.
And the Pandora's box has been open already, and so I gotta ask, because I literally dare myself, Petworth Cigars, and since he mentioned Gurkha, to do a Gurkha event. I had a Gurkha show, and I look at that, and we're not getting off kilt, but we got to clear things up, because some people will probably try to take this particular perspective of that word that we just said and mentioned, and say, no, I'm not, supporting that. But here's the thing, and I look at this, and this is to help all of us out, really, because the bottom line is, me as a black man, if I would have said what he said, nobody would have had a problem with it. But it's the honest to goodness truth of what was said. And did we take our stands, and did we make our stands? Yes, we did. We certainly did. Because the man is out. No longer owns the company. Company's for sale. Will he still probably, make profit from it? Yes, he will, because he owns shares, and you can't take the shares from the man. But what we do know is that now we're hurting other minorities that are in the business working, trying to make a living. So we got to move past it. We made our statement. Now it's time to move on. It's time to heal, and it's time to forgive. If I had to, put it in this perspective, Mark Zuckerberg, his Facebook, I'm using Facebook right now, and he's the biggest Trump supporter, the biggest this, that, and the other, in terms of, racism, etc. But we're still using the format. So get over it, bottom line, and let's move on. So I appreciate that, man. Dare to be different, because, the only way you make it in business is you can't do what everybody else is doing. Mark, what other than, solid leadership, man, and I respect that leadership, what else are you bringing to the table?
Well, my goal is to bring the people.
Mhm.
You know, when Nate and I created this thing called the Good Time Game, we had no idea it was going to take off the way that it took off. And currently, right now, we're in about 40 major markets. We're approaching close to about 3,000 members. And we have chapters from South Dakota to California. I mean, literally, our chapter in South Dakota just initiated two new guys the other day, and they posted all on Facebook. What I say that to say is, we've built this culture and this network of cigar aficionados across the world.
Yeah.
And my goal is to bring the people to the event. Mm-hmm. And so I'm on the horn, I'm on the phone, I'm calling folks, encouraging folks to be here, because I look at it as my contribution to the team, right, is to motivate folks to get here and be a part of the DMV SUPERHERF.
Look, I thank you for that, Sweet Angel. Appreciate that, and we thank you for your support. Look, if you got any questions, feel free to ask at this particular time. You know, you can open up a dialogue with Nate. You can open up a dialogue with Nate. You can open up a dialogue with the mayor, Mark, and ask your questions. Jay Ferg, what else you got, man?
Yeah, so I know, Nate, you and I have had many conversations over the past few months since I became Assistant Deputy Mayor of GTG Miami. And we talked about different aspects. I know you were at my event in January. And so when you guys, what's the future? What do you see as the future of this event? Like, how do you see it expanding and growing over the years? Do you have like a 5-year plan, or what you want to see this event look like?
That's actually a very, very good question. And ironically, what I do is I like to travel around the country and steal stuff from other events that are stellar. So I'm even stealing something from your event, from the Destination Herf. So just, you know, man, I mean, his Saturday night event was just classy. It was stellar. Everybody was clean.
Right.
It was just top notch. They gave out a couple awards, recognized a lot of people, and I said, you know what? That's something that I think we need to incorporate, because people like to see, you know, us doing things that are positive.
Right. Right.
And what you did, hey, just inspired me to say, you know what? I need to forward think a little bit and have something classy where people can dress up and enjoy being out, celebrate the league. Yeah. So we don't have a 5-year plan yet. Hell, we still barely making it through year 1. But we gonna continue to grow, and as it grows, we'll expand.
I think it's probably safe to say, you know, COVID probably has halted and put a halt to a lot of plans, because we don't know what to expect the years to come. But I do know that from these two gentlemen sitting, you know, from the left and right of me, that once the smoke clears, you know, there's going to be a plan. And whether they know it or not, I think that every year that, you know, from year 1 to now, you know, plans are being made. You know, implementation of them, you know, might not be so forthcoming yet. I respect the team that they put together. Personally know Wood. Personally know Doc, great businessman. I'll get to that later. I'm gonna expound on that as well. And then Keith. So you got 5 great minds of people that you know, are coming together, and I believe as the team grows, because I believe it will grow, with, you know, something spectacular will come out of this. And I'm gonna tell you now, I'm put it out there. You know, we got DMV SUPERHERF, and then, you know, we got DC Smoke, which I'm part of DC Smoke. Got rocking my jacket, but what I would like to see, and I know it will happen, I believe it will happen. We all need to come together. Because, man, when you empower your finances and your minds to put, I mean, let me tell you, I had a vision at one time before they tore RFK Stadium down, or before they tear it down. Man, I really wanted to see if we could rent that stadium some kind of way and just have the most epic event inside the stadium because it's outside venue.
Yeah.
You know, you got a whole football field, etc. I don't know what's going on with it now, but man, can you imagine putting something like that together? I mean, we have other venues here to do something like that. And matter of fact, speaking of that, I know last year you had something on the Fed, right? Was that Charles County?
Charles County Fair.
That's a pretty big field. Is anything going on down there now?
No, we'll actually be in DC this year.
Okay.
For the main event, but we will be down in Maryland at Lamont for our hook day.
Okay. So Lamont's definitely another great area and venue to host. And so that look, matter of fact, did anybody have any campers out there last year? Anyway?
Yes, we did.
We
had a couple campers out there.
So look forward to that. But look, I know y'all mentioned what is it, fedoras and all that. So that thing's gotten big. But Mark is rocking his style. And I think we need to have a separate venue competition.
Come on now.
For rocking them cowboy hats.
Come on, let's do it.
I'm willing. I'm willing because I got somebody that told me a couple things about those hats there, and I'm about to step out and get me one.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
I'm known worldwide with my cowboy hat on.
I know.
Now, but I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I can walk by some of the same folks when I got my suit and tie on. They walk right on by me. Don't even recognize me.
So look, if I'm in the lounge and I don't have this hat on, and people will walk by me like, "Where's Chris?" And I didn't recognize you without your hat. So I can't. It's a staple. Can't take it off. And so Mark was outside a minute ago, getting relaxed and everything, and asked me a question. When people gonna see it, I said, no, we live. He said, oh, hell no, I got to go back to the truck.
Oh, man,
went back to the truck, got his hat on. He said, no, I can't. Ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I think.
I don't want you to lose though what you was going down the track about the dream that you had about RFK Stadium.
Right.
It all starts with a dream.
Yeah.
Everything that we're doing right now, it all starts with somebody had a vision, somebody had a dream, and they put that dream into execution. And so don't lose that. I know I heard it. I know Nate heard it. And I can see the synergy coming together to make that happen.
The biggest thing to make things happen, we empower each other by coming together. And I think that there's too much people going left, people going right, and nobody wants to meet at the road in the middle. And so I think once that we can come to a term to not be the crab in the barrel mentality and pull our resources together, it'll benefit everybody. Everybody in this industry, everybody, because when you when you don't have the richest individuals doing that can do something of the magnitude, but when you pull your resources together, you become one rich team. You've then got just unstoppable power to compete with the biggest venues there is. I mean, I know we always say, I went down to Florida and, Famous Smoke down there, Honest Aid, throws a great event. He got the money to do it. If we don't have, we can have money when we put our resources together, put it in one pot, and if we stop biting at each other and stop, worrying about what the next man doing and how he's doing it, then, we can get past our own, we are our own roadblock. We are our own roadblock, and we got to stop that because at the end of the day, it's all about, this leaf right here pulls people together.
That's it.
Having a great time, having a great smoke, and, we got to stop this thing about, what lounge we're going to, or this lounge got this. Every lounge has its own, me and James talked about this last week. Every lounge has its own vibe. And, this one right here just happens to be a chilled environment, and et cetera. But there's something for everybody. So I appreciate the fact that, we got this venue here, DMV SUPERHERF, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to the great things that's going to come. Do we have any kind of entertainment? And Jay Ferg, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, man, because I know you got something to say. I'm looking in your eyes.
I can tell you, I've been all around the country. I've been to a lot of parties and events, cigar related, non-cigar related. I've heard a lot of entertainment and entertainers.
Mm.
But we have a DJ out of Atlanta coming up here for Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the baddest DJs I've ever heard in my life. Now, I ain't just saying that so y'all, DJ Exact. I ain't just saying that so y'all will come.
Is that right?
Because subsequently, I'll be in Atlanta this weekend, and I'm going to see him Sunday
Right.
at the patio in Atlanta. So he's just a solid DJ, man. He just every genre from old school up to new school.
Is that right?
And he's just a solid DJ.
Right.
And we bring him in for the main event. And we still working. We finalizing the contract with a band. Actually, that we bring. It's not local.
Right.
We bring it from Delaware. So once we finalize it, I'll announce who the band is. Yeah.
Well, I heard one name mentioned earlier and how things was powered by Lit Torch. We got Lit Torch in the building. Tonight. Huh? Tired because she just got off that road coming from Charleston, and she's right here. It looked like somebody knows DJ Exact, Crystal Stokes. You know who that is, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? You know what to do. As soon as them tickets hit the presser, as soon as them tickets get online, you need to get yours.
Oh, tickets are out. DMV SUPERHERF.com.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. You got to repeat that, man.
DMV SUPERHERF.com.
Okay.
You go in there. Host hotel is the in National Harbor.
Okay.
So if you want to reserve your room, you can, and we provide transportation to all our events if you need it.
All right.
See, one of the fallbacks we saw when we travel around the country,
right,
is that you might have an event here, and the next event might be in Baltimore.
Right.
So now, if you from out of town, you rent a car, you're Ubering, you're spending hundreds of dollars just Ubering back and forth. So we say, you know what? You can pay for a transportation package, get on a bus. You don't have to worry about drinking and driving, and we'll take you from event to event.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that's good to know. So we got transportation.
Yeah.
How many buses we got? Got to ask.
Depending on how many people. Pay for the package.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That sounds good. That's good to know because I, certainly, definitely, when we go down the mines, I want to be straight.
Right.
All right. Well, man, Jay Ferg. You might be on mute, man. I don't have no audio.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've been doing this cigar event thing for a few years now. And I've sat back and I watched, every market pop up, Cigar Week this, Cigar Fest that, right? And so from a party perspective, right? And I think, Nate, you and I have spoken about this a few times, right? I like what you guys are doing because you're not just doing a party. You're creating an experience, right? And so was that a part of your initial plan when you started based on what you saw happen around the country to say, listen, I don't want to just do a party, but I want to create an experience? Was that a part of your thought process?
Absolutely, because one of the key points is that we're coming together for the love of the leaf. So anybody can throw a party. Anybody can get a DJ and go hang out and have a band and go party and have drinks. There's 1,000 of those promoters out there. But it has to surround the love of the leaf and cigars. That's why we're coming together. So that was important for me to be a part of the DMV SUPERHERF, not just to throw another party. Hell, we don't need the SUPERHERF to do that. We can go do that anytime. But in order to bring vendors around, the accessories, even some of the pairings, the bourbons, scotches, bring that whole cigar environment together, and let's celebrate it, in a fun way. So we're not partying. Partying might be a subsequent because GTG wild. So we wild. So we gonna party. But ultimately, it's the love of the leaf that brings us all together. From various backgrounds, various areas, various demographics, various, financial situations. But we get together as a cigar community. We all family.
And my passion, I wanted to bring folks to the Washington area just so that they can experience the area. You know, Washington, the DMV area has so much to offer. I mean, we have every kind of restaurant. You name the nationality, we have it. We have a lot of cultural museums here that are free of charge to get in. And so in addition to us doing our smoking thing, I wanted folks to come here and see us, see how we live. I mean, know that right here in Prince George's County, Maryland, it's the richest county in America for Black folks. And a lot of people don't know this. And so I want them to come and experience all that there is of the DMV.
That's what's up.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say my biggest pet peeve, because being that beyond doing cigar events, I do other types of events as well. And my thing has always been about you have to create an experience. When people walk away from it, they feel like I just had something that was. It was more than worth the money I paid for it, because that experience that you gave me was special. So I'm always striving for everybody to create something special, and they will continue to come back. And I think you guys are on the path of creating something special, and I'm always be to support anywhere I can. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's definitely. I did not have the opportunity to make the first one. With the lounge being, and it's going into a second year, you got to stay grounded with, that. But I as me and Diane, make ready to, transition and get out more, certainly looking forward to going to these events. I wanted to be in Charleston. Oh man, I was looking. Matter of fact, I was just looking for the bus trip alone, man. There's nothing like a good bus trip,
Right.
So we definitely, Mark, man, I appreciate the vision. Nate, appreciate the vision, putting this together. And I don't think some people understand the tireless work that goes on behind the scenes of putting this thing together.
Yeah.
And the one thing, you have to do is appreciate the people that, make an attempt. And not only that, though, but a successful attempt, because I believe this will be successful. One thing, man, I had something. J. Ferg, go ahead and get your question in while I had something on my mind just a minute. Oh, I know what it was. Look, I can't stress this enough. I'm not sure how many vendors you got out there, but support your vendors. Man, when they come out there to showcase their stuff, what they have, and I mean, I love, good product. I love, whatever it is. If there's cigars out there, I'm going to buy cigars because I want people to support me, if I'm doing anything. So if I see cigars, I gotta support. We gotta support our vendors. Look, I know we bring our own. That's great. That's wonderful. But I carry that big ass box like boss man, walking around looking at the big ass suitcase, and that thing is full of cigars. Everybody, oh man, you smoking all your cigars? No, hell no, I bought them from wherever I go. So support the vendors, man. Support the folk that are out there, making their living. We can't just come with the mindset of we're going to and just shun the vendors.
Right.
So support the vendors, man. They're trying to make a living too. And that was my bigged thing, man, because and the reason I'm saying this because this is actually one of the things I heard that was a feedback. Oh man, how'd you do it? I didn't do too well. No, support the vendors.
Yeah.
At the venue.
Buy local.
Yeah.
You got to support the local vendors, because the bottom line is, you and I both know, when you're starting a cigar line, usually you don't have a whole lot of money. You got some money, but you ain't got a whole lot of money. So you can't be in every market. But the markets you can be in, you would expect that your folks to support you. And I don't think that's a hard sell. And so if you have a good product, you have a great product, the expectation is for my folks to support me. And so we plan to do just that for the HERF. And so we had vendors, local vendors last year. We'll have many more. local vendors this go around. And so, and again, it's our expectation that folks will support and buy local.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Well, man, Jay Frank, you got anything else, man, before we close up?
No, I mean, pretty much just want to tell the guys, man, I'm here. I'll be in DMV for the Super HERF for year 2. I'll definitely continue to support, and whatever I can do to help Nate, you know I got you. Just holler at me. I'm always be to support you guys and push it, man. So looking forward to it, brother.
Appreciate that, bro.
And look, before we go too, I definitely want to say thank you to some of our folks that's out there working in the in the background. I know I'm gonna forget some names, Nate. So you go in there with like KK and Deborah and
So I kind of wanted to mention them because Jay, you asked one thing that we did different this year. We brought in 2 ladies to kind of give the event a ladies touch, and that's exactly what they've done. So they classing it up a little bit because they know what ladies want to have, what they want to do, what they want to see when they come to venues, to come to events like that. Right?
Wait a minute,
we need their input.
I'm gonna take my shot at KK. We talking about KK?
KK,
She gonna class something up.
She gonna class it up, man.
Get the hell out of here!
KK gonna class it up. KK.
That's my deputy mayor. She gonna kick my ass.
And we got Deb, aka Little Debbie Snack Cakes.
All right.
She's giving her input.
About to open up a restaurant.
Yep.
Look for it.
And their input has been invaluable.
Yes.
So I definitely thank them for all that they do.
yes.
Right.
And my last thing I want to say is, our event will be powered by Lit Torch.
Yeah.
So if you haven't
Come here,
downloaded the Lit Torch app,
Come around here, guys.
download the Lit Torch app, and you will be well informed on what's going on with the DMV
That's
Super.
right. You know, I want y'all. I want
Year
y'all.
2, that's right.
I
As
want
soon as
y'all
you
to
year 1.
Look in a couple in June. Look for the Lit Torch show. She got the first Monday. I'm sorry, the second Monday in June. Look for it. You don't want to miss it.
So make sure you download the app and then you subscribe to DMV Super HERF, and then you'll get all the notifications that's going on throughout the whole event, leading up to the event, and then after the event.
That's correct.
And look.
And we're doing some giveaways.
Yep.
And I gotta say that if you want to stay abreast of everything that I look at, you know, what she did down in Black Smoke at Miami, and you know, to wake up in the morning and to see a notification to the change of a venue or what's going on at what time, or don't miss the bus or get here, get there. It was helpful. It was very helpful. So download the Lit Torch app. You don't want to. As a matter of fact, you know what gets me. You know, I see a lot of I believe Black cigar lounge owners or something, and people say, "Hey, I'm in Boston. Where's a place to smoke?" Download the Lit Torch app, because she has just about every venue cigar lounge in there that's worth smoking at. So we thank her for that. Thank her for putting her valuable time and efforts. Veteran owned, supported. That's all I got to say on that. Thanks, Susie. Appreciate you.
It's about partnership. It's about collaboration. We can't do it by ourselves, and us as a team will make it happen. So I appreciate you guys asking me to come on again and ride this train.
Let's do it.
So I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Man.
Can we do a little
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, look.
Real quick for Sweet Angel DMV Super HERF, HERF.
Hold on. Yeah, we want to get that right. Excuse me. DMV Super HERF.
That's right.
HERF.
HERF. Yes. Matter of fact, as soon as I get my computer skills up, I'll figure out how to put stuff up here myself. But look, matter of fact, let me do this. I got it. Y'all stand by for a second. Yes, sir. What is it? www.dmvsuperherf.com.
Superherf.com.
All right, there it is. I want y'all to look down at the bottom of the screen.
Oh man, look at you, man. Look at you, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Jay, man.
We ain't never had that before.
Look, I'm taking tutorials now, man. You know,
Hey, when we do our Destination Herf show, I want that right there.
yeah. Hey, Sweet Angel, down at the bottom, look at it. There it is, right there. DMV SUPERHERF.com. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Just stretched me to my limit of knowledge with technology. Thank you. She got it. That's right. Hey, Vanessa Hill, we thank you for that. It's gonna be a sellout. We know it is. Hey, look, I got to give a couple shouts out real quick. Sweet Angel, bless you, girl. Vanessa Hill, thank you for your input. Anita Harden, thank you. Michael Weber, man, good to see you on. Adam Brown, man, miss you. My brother Deborah Scranage, McDowney. What is that? Snack cakes? Whatever. That's her. KG Dub, thank you. Miss Diva Caramel, thank you for tuning in. Denise Allen, thank you. James Carter, Sweet Angel again. Rico Belly, my man down in Bryan's Road. It's coming your way, man, down in Lamont.
That's right.
Looking for you. Lenny Wood, Gazoo King. Is that the new deputy mayor down in Leonardtown, Maryland? I got to get down there,
What's
man.
up, Zoo?
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
He was in Charleston.
He was in Charleston.
No, he was in Charleston.
Oh, he was in Charleston.
He was in Charleston.
All right. Leon Cruton, man, Ski, what's up? Sean Forte. Joseph Big Dog Johnson, what's going on, man? Smoking mirrors in the house. Chris Simmons. Boris Cheek, man, bless you. Darnell Mingo, DC chapter. GTG, what's happening?
My guy.
Mother Johnson, my mama right there, mama-in-law. What's going on? All right. Carla Brayboy down there in doggone Sumter, South Carolina. Hey. What's going on, girl? They was down in Charleston showing up in your area about an hour and a half away. Tell my man Easy he missed it. Nikki Caldwell, thank you for tuning in. Rhonda Bella Cooper, what's happening, Bella? All right, Billy Malone, what's happening? Chester Waters over there at Cigars 210. Tanya Johnson, what's going on? Mark Austin. Hey, Mark, I'm gonna hit you up, man. We're gonna do that select draw show right after Lit Torch. Be prepared for that, man. Coming to you. Regis Mason, my cousin, man. What's going on? How's everything? Ernest Marbury, Scott Thompson, Danny Robinson, Dina Jackson, Gerald Parson. Hey, look, nothing but love. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for the folks that showed up on my Facebook page on Chris Petworth Cigars Rally. We had up to about 13 people on there, but we got 38 people on YouTube. So thank y'all for that. I appreciate it. Do me a favor. Share the broadcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd rather y'all be on the YouTube channel. I'm trying to blow that up. Look for some different things to come with the broadcast. I'm still filling this program out, but you got to start somewhere. Mark said it best, man. It starts with a vision. I'm just trying to be informative with what we do in this cigar culture. Some people look at it as just something to do. We look at it as a culture. We take it serious. We about it, and we love it. You got anything to say, Big Swagg?
No, man. I just all I got to say is, man, Jay Ferg is my guy.
Yes, sir.
Love that brother, man. Appreciate everything, Jay. Man, appreciate it, man. Can't thank you enough.
It's all love, brother. I got your back all day, every day, and I will be there, and I will be there supporting, and I will definitely be pushing the word out. And everybody, go get your tickets. DMVSuperHerf.com. Get your goddamn tickets. Shit, let's go.
I know that's right. Hey, Lee Good, what's happening, man? DJ Dynasty in the house. What's up, Aphelion Lounge? All right. Hey, Sweet Angel, we appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey, Nate, you beat me to the punch, man. I was looking at bringing DJ Exact down to Miami in January as well, man.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, Jay.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
Well, he's bad, Chris. Oh, my goodness.
He's a bad man.
Yeah. Mark talking about, I'm gonna do the final word. Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. You're not the caboose or the car, whatever. Man, you the engine running this thing, man. So we appreciate you. So come on, man, and give us something good.
Hey, look, I'm gonna sign off like I do all of my emails. And as always, stay smoky, my friend.
That's what he said all the time. It don't change. Stay smoky. Hey, look, Jay Ferg, appreciate you, man, for this impromptu, man. We're looking for great things. You know, this show is about just being informative about certain things, man. It ain't about, you know, trying to create division and cause division, but be informative. And, you know, it's one thing that I, you know, tell people, you know, all the time. You know, there's certain things you got to speak on, you know, but I'm like this, as long as you tell the truth, hey, you know, it's informative. We watch news for a reason, to be informed of what's going on. You know, I didn't start with my theme song today, what's going on, and normally I would close with ain't no stopping us now, but I tell you this, ain't McFadden and Whitehead, ain't no stopping us, because we on the move. Jay Ferg, appreciate you, man. Look forward. Look, let me inform y'all now. Next week, for those that are listening to me right now, under, as we say in church, under the sound of my voice, you do not want to miss next week. Doc Gooden, Robert Gooden, owner of Cigars 210 in Fort Washington, Maryland, will be my guest, will be our guest. We'll have our full crew back on next week, but got a surprise for you. It's coming. We'll be talking about cigar life, cigar ownership, whatever Rob want to talk about, and he no holds bar. He don't give a flip. All right, but we're gonna be coming to you live from not Cigars 210, but someplace special. Don't miss it. All right. Hey, Jay Ferg, you're gonna appreciate this one, man.
I already know. I already know what you're talking about, brother. I'm right there with you.
Are you right there with me?
I already know. I'm right there with you.
Well, we're gonna be in the house, but a different house.
Okay.
Enough said. Yeah. So I won't be coming to you live from Petworth. I'll be coming live from a designated place that Robert Doc Gooden designated himself. Don't miss it. All right. Hey, Nate, appreciate you. Mark,
Appreciate
the
you.
mayor. You know, I'm not. I don't have all the GTG protocol yet. I ain't even got the damn toast down. But you know what? Yeah, I do. Here's to the bee that stung the bull. They got the bull in the bucket. But here's to the bee that stung the bull. They got the bull. I didn't say it. I didn't cuss. I didn't do it. All right. Hey, Jay, appreciate you. To all those that signed on. Hey, God bless. Look forward to you next week from Petworth Cigars. Hey, one. Hey, Jay Ferg, stay on for a minute, man.
All right, brother.
All right.